The drag world's cockroach is back! I'm talking about me. Hi, Ugly. It's me, Pussy. And welcome back to Hot or Rat. And today we'll be reviewing the newly announced cast promo photos of Dragula TITANS, the first all-star season of the Dragula cinematic universe. And then we'll be sipping some tea from the RuPaul's Drag Race cinematic universe concerning our favorite dramarinas. Violet Chachki and Gottmik are currently under fire for some things they recently said on their podcast, NoGorge. Did I say it right? So we'll be breaking down what they said about Dida Ritz, who is now clapping back on Twitter, and we'll be breaking down the tea Gottmik spills about one of their season 13 sisters, allegedly. First up, Dragula's back, so let's celebrate that. The Boulet brothers have confirmed that Dragula TITANS will be airing on October 25th on the AMC Shudder network, which is actually, as revealed by a Variety article, one of 3 of the new seasons that AMC Shudder network has agreed to produce/air with the Boulet brothers. Other tea the Boulets have revealed about the upcoming Titans season is that the premiere will be a double premiere. The winner will be receiving a $100,000 cash prize and a spot on the upcoming Dragula Worlds Tour. And concerning what will happen during the season, the Boulets have only said this: "We wanted the show to feel familiar to fans, but we also wanted the set and format to feel elevated from a regular season in order to match the incredible talent of the artists we brought together. There are so many shocking twists and turns this year that the competitors affectionately renamed the show Dragula during filming, and we really can't wait for the audiences to see it." And I'm spooked already. Now, without further ado, let's go through the looks. First up, she's a widow girl who loves berries and cream. It's Abhora. Y'all, this look is so sick and twisted. Abhora originally competed on Dragula Season 2 and placed 4th. Their hometown is Los Angeles and described their drag as, quote, "your worst fears and your greatest delights, all wrapped up in a bloody, beautiful mess." Oh wait, my necklace isn't on. Sorry. Oh, now the party's here. Hey. Okay, that's gonna be really distracting. Perfect. So this look is exactly what I want from a Dragula promo. It's weird, it's freaky, it's gross. Girl, I don't even know what the hell's going on, but I love it. From the tiny hands to the bony little legs sticking out of these shorts, this look is phenomenally creepy. She's giving me like a little doll sitting in the corner of your grandparents' room that you had to stay in when you were a child that completely mortified you and gave you nightmares, and I'm loving every second of it. How many licks it would take to get to the center of that Tootsie Pop, I don't think I want to know, but this look certainly is hot. Next up, will she be the drama again? Hopefully. It's Astrud Aurelia, who, if you watched the most recent season of Dragula, you'll remember for that sickening alien look that she did on episode 1, winning her that challenge. Astrud's from Phoenix, Arizona, and in season 4, she shed her punk rock style and evolved into a reptilian drag creature, ready to serve and present everything but human. The alien lizard people are walking amongst us, and this queen proves it. And Astrud's promo look here gives us, I think, everything she set out to accomplish. It is weird, freaky, scary, reptilian, and alien-esque, kind of creature of the Black Lagoon, but on Mars. And not only is the costuming sickening as hell with all of those spikes and horns and reptilian scales on the top part, the legs, and gloves, but the makeup. Look at the attention to detail on the makeup. Wow, the artistry. This look is hot. My ghosts are dying. Tab. Next up, Mask for Mask Horror? It's Erika Klash. Erika is from Queens and originally competed on season 2 of Dragula, placing 6. And her EW bio reads, Erika is the demonic glitch zombie crossing over from cyberspace to terrorize viewers across all dimensions. And this bio actually goes on to say she has a newfound specialty in costuming and UV makeup, artistry she hints we may see even more of throughout the season. And Erika has thought about every single detail on this look. I love that cotton candy pink wig with all of those really great little melted jewel pieces that are shaped into bow ties, gravestone spiders, skulls, and hearts. Oh my! I also want to point out I love how she customized these giant pleaser boots, which I assume were white or black originally, but are now rainbow colored to match the rest of her outfit. And that's such a relatively simple costuming detail that a queen can do, but has so much payoff. Erika, I'm so proud of you for this look. It is truly, truly scary and glamorous and spooky and filthy and horror and terrible, and I think it's hot. Next up, it's Evah Destruction. And girl, the furry jumped out Evah originally competed on Dragula Season 3, placed 5th, and is from Austin, Texas. And if you don't remember from her time on Season 3 or this promo look in which she is covered in hair, her thing is being a scary, hairy monster that embraces her body's natural hairiness to great effect in her drag look and performance. And breaking down her look just a little bit, she is very obviously dressed as a werewolf, but I like how she has mixed in realistic details of being a werewolf, like the hair on, let's say, her arms and head, with these campier elements that you might see on a furry costume, like that giant tail. And girl, it's making me wonder how that tail might be attached. I can't wait to see when she turns around. I also like the smaller details she has completed this look with, like making some of her teeth spikier and adding some talon-like nails to those leather gloves that she's wearing. The only thing I would have done to improve this look is maybe add some more of that costumey hair that she has around her arms, shoulders, and head to her legs, just to fill out that silhouette a little bit. But I love the look, her message, and this queen as a person. This look is absolutely hot. And as we go through these looks, I want to remind y'all the icons you're seeing are actually the icons of my patrons in my hottest hot tier over at patreon.com/bussyqueen. That's my members only website where my patron family gets exclusive member benefits like early access to my YouTube videos, access to exclusive videos, and access to the Bussy Queen Discord servers. So make sure y'all click the link in the description of my video and join my Patreon at patreon.com/bussyqueen. See you there. And next up, a queen still giving me nightmares from Dragula Season 4, where she finished as a finalist. It's Hoso Toma. She's from Seoul, South Korea, and her bio reads, Hoso was quickly transformed from a self-described drag yokai into a full-blown kaiju monster. And girl, I don't even know how to begin to talk about how much I am living, or I guess I should say dying, for this look. She's a creature from the Black Lagoon, she's a dog, she's a goat, she's a snake, she's a rhinoceros. I love the dreamlike, and I will say AI-generated liminal quality that this look has. She always finds a way to teeter on that line of your worst fear realized in your nightmares and what could or might be possible in real life mixed with the digital world. Digimon, digital monsters. I don't think this is a Digimon, but girl, this look is hot. Gagula, it's Gagula. I'm gagging, are you gagging? I'm gagging on my makeup skills. I saw this rumor on Reddit that I don't do my own makeup, which is so funny to me because do y'all honestly think somebody could stand me for more than 30 minutes IRL? Next up, I'll take a sniff. It's Koco Caine. And Ms. Koco is here fresh off Dragula Season 4, where she finished 9th place, from which she describes herself as the undisputed fan favorite succubus. And since Season 4, she said she's morphed into the deadliest femme fatale in the West. And this look certainly is filthy. It's giving me dead streetwalker, come back to life to come and steal your man. She's got on a matching PVC bodysuit, coat, and boots, all stained with red and black liquids. And my favorite thing about Koco, which we see in all of her looks, is how curvy she presents her drag. Bada bing, bada boom. And that paint, oh my god, spooky, scary, sexy. Love it. And this look as a whole, from head to toe, definitely feels finished and fully realized. However, I do feel like this look is missing the opportunity to say more than I'm dead and I'm sexy. But because she did go head to toe on this look and everything is matching and in place and she looks great, I'm gonna give this look a 3 flame hot. Next up, is that a femur or is she just happy to see us? It's Kendra Onixx. And Miss Kendra originally competed on Dragula Season 2, where she finished 8th and most recently appeared on Resurrection. Why don't you come around and resurrect me sometime? Resurrect. Oh my god, drag name Resurrect? I like it. Not gonna call Sailor this time though. Miss Kendra's from Riverside, California, and in her bio, she says she should not be underestimated. Her drag has evolved tenfold since her time in Resurrection, and with her unapologetically black aesthetic now fully formed and refined, she's hungry to slay the 3rd time around. And this look I really love because I feel like it plays with the concept of exterminating queens on Dragula. She has come back as a skeleton. Girl, she's been rotting in that grave, now she's here to haunt you on our screens. And I love how she's taken that classic black skeleton morph suit Halloween costume and transformed it into something glamorous, complete with some beautiful cutouts, turning the arms into opera gloves and showing off those beautiful shoulders. She's also killed the makeup, and the silhouette of this dress I think is really, really beautiful, showing that she is ready to give us some glamour, some horror, and some filth. This look is hot. Next up, it's Melissa Befierce in and out of drag. Girl, trade of the season. And Melissa comes to this season as the only queen from Dragula Season 1, where she finished as a finalist. Her hometown is South Central Los Angeles, and says since her season, she's picked up skills in prosthetics and creature makeup, mastered her high energy performances and gags, and is prepared to, quote, speak her mind to any competitor who needs to be checked. I'll take a check. And this look from Melissa Girl, I'm gonna go ahead and give some Hail Marys. It is sickeningly, gorgeously, glamorously beautiful and spooky. I love that she took a drag classic, Mary, you know, from the Bible, and really, truly made it her own. Because we've seen Marys, for example, on Drag Race done many different times, mostly in campy ways, I would say. But this Mary look from Melissa has a certain refinement, elegance, beauty, class, glamour, and spookiness that really taps into something new. And dare I say it, dare I say the original Virgin looks hot. I dare I do. Next up, another queen on her third time around the block, it's Victoria Elizabeth Black. She originally finished as a runner-up on Dragula Season 2 and most recently appeared on Resurrection. She hails from Orlando and her bio says post-Resurrection she's mastered the art of Victoria and is ready to slaughter any challenge or competitor on her way to the crown. She's giving us a little Bride of Frankenstein reference, and I love that silhouette that she has created with this dress and the details on it of that rib cage being created from those stones that are also filling out those hips. Beautiful. The only thing I'm actually surprised to see Victoria in, because she usually does a look from head to toe, are the plain black pleasers. And yes, they are like 8-inch platforms, but I would have expected her to maybe paint those green or complete this look with some kind of boot cover. And it's these types of details I think the queens could get penalized this time around for it, because God, these looks are just so good. But I can't imagine she didn't have the Boulet's voice in her head when she was putting these on, talking to Formaldehyde for wearing plain black pleasers. But these boots certainly don't kill the look, and the rest of it is jaw-droppingly gorgeous, so I'm gonna give it a 3 flame hot. Next up, uh-oh, Pooh Bear's dead, mommy. It's Yovska, who comes from Dragula Season 3, where she placed 9th. Yovska hails from Toronto, and her bio says that she is self-described as the Trisha Paytas of the underworld. Thank you for that, Yovska. Yovska perfectly blurs the deranged and disturbed in Anything Goes with this kooky wildcard competitor. I would definitely say that. Anything goes. I love that Yovska will take classic characters or ideas of classic characters and totally transform them into nightmarish drag insanity. A lot of her looks are either masks or stuffed shapes, which does a lot of times give her this playful stuffed animal type of vibe from the outset, but once you start looking closer, you're like, oh God. And of course, the best way possible. I love the sickly, strange spots all over this look, the stuffing coming out at various places, and I love how she has done this look with feet talons at the bottom, which, yes, are stoned, but then she also has a matching green glittery heel underneath it all. She is serving. I don't know what she's serving, but I love it. Grab the honey pot. This look is hot. Y'all, these looks are so incredible. I'm so excited for this season. And by the way, I think these looks are so incredible because Erika Klash spilled in her live tea session that there was no theme for these, which meant the queens really got to just do whatever the hell they wanted and truly give us their branded, unapologetic selves. Oh, and the guest judge lineup for this season is going to be phenomenal. They've already announced Elvira, Alaska, and Katya. Next up, grab your teacups and a deep breath as we prepare for some NoGorge tea and hot gossip. Firstly, let's talk about the tea concerning Gottmik Season 13 cast member. In the spelling bee episode of NoGorge, Gottmik brings up that a cast member from Season 13 was being transphobic to them.
No, when I was on Drag Race, there was like someone on my season that was like just being like transphobic.
Directly? To you?
Directly. It was just like, it was giving very like, oh, move like, it was just like, yeah.
To you?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And while saying all this, Gottmik also mentions this same cast member was calling people's drag ghetto.
And then she would also say like really crazy, like calling Simone ghetto and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my God, calling her ghetto?
Yes.
Like in what way?
Like her like drag look. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Mm-hmm. But it was like her, she was trying to like fit in almost. She'd be like, come on, ghetto, like move, like, like,
oh, like,
mess.
trying to be funny.
And Violet and Gottmik ended this segment on their podcast with some final thoughts saying this.
Basically, your therapist was wondering whether this transphobic person was actually being transphobic intentionally or if they were just like stupid. And it actually sounds like they might be stupid, like not picking up on social cues.
Yeah.
And if you watched My Hot or Roth for Season 13 or used Twitter or Reddit or anything like that, you very likely saw Kandy Muse calling out Elliott with 2 T's for using the word ghetto in a derogatory way, saying,
They've been called ghetto. A lot of the girls can attest to this. At that point, Simone's do-rag train was already called ratchet. Come on, Ratchet. When I was telling Miss Thing, have some sense of awareness, read the room, it wasn't an attack. It was, I'm coming to you as a sister to let you know that the things you are saying are not cool.
So while Gottmik doesn't name any names while saying all this, we can put the puzzle pieces together and allegedly, possibly, assume the cast member Gottmik may be allegedly referring to is Elliott with 2 T's. No real detective work was actually needed here though, because this clip went viral on TikTok where Kandy Muse got the top comment saying it's Elliott. So that's that T with 2 T's. However, this second piece of tea went unnoticed from this episode of NoGorge because it was only found in the longer episode of the podcast uploaded to platforms like Spotify, where yes, you can listen to a full 69 minutes of Gottmik and Violet doing a spelling bee. It's actually really entertaining. Before we can listen to what they said about Morgan McMichaels and Dida Ritz, which got Dida Ritz going on Twitter, we do need some context to explain why they were talking about them at all in the first place. So we'll rewind this drama timeline 2 more weeks and look at the Roscoe's viewing party that was uploaded to YouTube on September 3rd. Morgan McMichaels, Kandy Muse, and Dida Ritz were hosting this, and Morgan McMichaels was spilling a little bit of behind-the-scenes tea for her appearance on Secret Celebrity Drag Race. This episode, number 4, featured herself as a special guest along with Gottmik, Violet Chachki, Katya, and others. And Morgan, without naming names, begins to spill some tea regarding her experience, saying this.
You will find that there are sisters on Drag Race that you work with. Then there's alumni. Those are people that have been on Drag Race that don't talk to other girls, don't want to talk to other girls, treat people like behind the scenes, so you stay away from them. Well, I stay away from them because I will fight them.
She further elaborates that she can't say too much about it because she did sign an NDA.
Side note, I was staying with Morgan when she was filming this, and you told me some fun information.
I signed an NDA, bitch. I can't go too crazy.
And Morgan clarifies who she might be talking to, saying this.
But let me just say it like this. If you talk to waiters, makeup people, hair people, if you talk to people that you think are beneath you, it takes people to make a queen, right? It takes people to make entertainers and make shows happen, so.
But Dida Ritz doesn't waste any time while Morgan is talking and interjects, saying this.
It takes people to make entertainers and make shows happen, so whether you
Violet.
are hair, makeup, what, if you throw craft slices on the floor, whatever.
And Morgan later wraps up on this subject saying,
treat people with respect.
Yep.
And don't talk to people stupid because you never know, there might be a crazy that might just sideswipe you.
So now that we have context, let's listen to what Gottmik and Violet said on their podcast.
We were talking about our favorite like Drag Race moments in season 2.
Fix your hair, fix your mug. That's my favorite.
So good. Morgan McMichaels. You know who I miss?
Who?
Dida Ritz.
I love Dida Ritz.
Me too. She should come on the pod. Have you ever met her?
I don't think I have.
I've never met her.
We might have crossed paths once or twice.
I've never met her ever in my life.
I don't know where you would have.
I don't know.
I don't think you guys would be working together.
I don't think
Ever.
she would ever work with me.
Yeah, no. I there's a lot of drag queens that I feel like we may never meet, or that know of us, but we don't know them.
I think safe to say.
I think it's safe to say too. No, really, there's so much drag out there, and love and light and peace and blessings to all of it.
You do you, boo.
You do you.
But
I only
out of your
give.
mouth.
And this clip too began to go viral on TikTok, which Dida Ritz apparently caught wind of on September 27th when she released this set of tweets. Quote, you do you and keep proving me right. You know what I miss? Drag queens who actually pay for their own drag and wigs and don't avoid payments or disrespect other artists in the business. Let me tell you one thing about me. There is not one person in this business who scared me, so I suggest people get a hold of your fan base, because the more your fans come at me, the more I will light your A up on social media, #Gorge. Before you try me, please pay for your drag first. Later saying, when are we going to start holding mean girls accountable in this industry and stop giving them a platform to terrorize this industry? I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. My track record speaks for itself. Can they say the same? And finally on this evening, she retweeted a tweet that read, the fans of the unseasoned carbon copycat queens are funny to me. They didn't do anything but troll talented queens and live for a queen who does nothing. And the next morning on September 28th, Dida took to Twitter again in a series of tweets writing, funny how people will say they don't know you, but they certainly have a lot to say about you on their podcast. Both of you are clown emoji, clown emoji. Also, I'll be in LA in about 2 weeks, so I hope you have that same energy. Remember, your twinks are nothing compared to my goons/fans. I really would like to know why people think effing with me or gaslighting me is okay. You will lose every time. I'm literally over here drinking my water, minding my business, and you want to send all of your racist fans over to attack me in my DMs. Well, I guess it's on now, B-words. So funny when you bring the smoke to people, they now want to be quiet like the rats they are, crying laughing emoji. And she ended this series of tweets writing, "My fans are officially, quote, my goons. I really love y'all for the support, thank you. Y'all keep humbled." Concerning a response from Violet or Gottmik though, well, Violet hasn't tweeted anything since the whole, I booted your faves situation, and Gottmik, while they do use Twitter regularly, hasn't tweeted at the time of filming this video since September 24th. So there's the tea sipped and spilled. And now it's time for my hottest from the Dragula Titans cast. I'm going to give it to Hoso Toma. Yes, I do stan. I also asked my patrons to vote on their hottest hot over on patreon.com/bussyqueen, and they voted for Astrud Aurelia. Well, let me know what y'all are thinking about Dragula Titans and all of this drama from the gals over at NoGorge in the comments below. And I want to give y'all a quick reminder, you can help support the channel by clicking the join button right next to subscribe. You'll get access to exclusive channel membership perks, like these flame icons next to your name when you leave comments in my videos. And at the bus driver tier, you can even get your name in the description of my videos. And finally, I want to give an extra special shout out to Aiden the Individual, Alicia, Asap Hagel, Ashley Brungartz, Cyrus, Dicky, Felicia, Frankie, Hector Simancas, Jeffrey Joseph Kyle Hermes, Laura, Seth, Louis Labrador, F, Luke Peterson, Mark James, Matthew Burns, Matto, Michelle Yorbell, Miss F, Neely, Sailor, Stephen Topher, Travis Lundy, Wheelie, and Will and Tanner, who are all supporting me at my Bussy Queen Collector tier over at patreon.com. See y'all later. Love ya. Bye.